We work a lot with the writer's room to kind of find the source material, like it's a sort of an exchange. The TruthCon convention, really, it was a dream for our graphics team. I mean, it was hard work, but it's a big triumph. And graphics don't usually get to spend an episode just looking at everything they've done. You know, ooh, there's my thing. Coming onto The Boys. Early times I was in discussion a little bit about the spin-off, and the project shifted around, and I was asked to come onto what they call the mothership. I understand how design is executed, and it plays a part in how I do my design. Fundamentally, it's about access. It's about creating access to the visuals and the story. So it's a whole approach, not just what we see on camera, but how we kind of get from A to B. And that's really key, because if the camera can't find the design, it doesn't exist. And that's sort of been our working principle. We had been, as a department, and the experience that I'd had, we really were kind of in the right sort of philosophy and fitness to kind of jump into a big project like The Boys, which had a really large world that it had already created, and we had to kind of honor that. We had some fun conceiving and creating environments for some of the bigger sort of sequences that are shown this season that we may have already seen. We all kind of had this, there's going to be this ice show, and we were like, okay. We had a really great stroke of luck, and we had a sort of block of time at the Oshawa Hockey Arena. We were able to kind of get our hands on a working model, and we built our own sort of scale model of the ice surface, and then started, kind of researching, how do they do this? Like, how does, Disney on Ice and Ice Capades, like, it is the same idea. They do it, it's rock and roll. Like, they build it, they roll it in, they tear it down. So we just started approaching it from that point of view and started modeling the scenery as this sort of combination of three-dimensional and trompe-l'oeil graphics to create some scale, because that's really what, these shows exploit in lighting. And it was fun to sort of dip our toe in another medium. And that was a big fun kind of moment as well, that, from a big sheet of ice to a big spectacle and back again in a sort of series of days. We work a lot with the writer's room to kind of find the source material, like it's a sort of an exchange. The TruthCon convention, really, it was a dream for our graphics team. I mean, it was hard work, but just to be able to explore all of those crazy memes, which then became part of the story space, it's a big triumph. And graphics don't usually get to spend an episode just looking at everything they've done. Ooh, there's my thing. It was so fun for everybody. Eric Kripke, our showrunner, creator, is quite unabashedly, obviously, very anti some of the right-wing things that are happening in the US, and had a following. I think there was some news about how The Boys last year, the sort of mega part of America, whatever they are, finally kind of cottoned on to the fact that The Boys is a satire of them. And I think that just fuels Eric Kripke's desire to double down. So it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to be sort of part of that sort of resistance in a way, even though it's not our politics. It gives you hope that there's, there are smart people and creative people, finding ways to deliver the messages, in the medium that we have, So it's kind of fun to be part of that. When I'm asked for kind of advice, I always say to people that if you're starting out, is this master something that you really, are talented at doing, like whatever your form of expression is. At this time in our history in Toronto, we've had the fortune of having some really great projects like this come here and land for us. And we're always, looking for those people that have that thing that we need that helps us out, like that can kind of contribute. And a lot of people kind of had a chance to sort of up their game, on something like this, connect with people that bring their creative abilities to that moment. And now you have this you're part of it, you're contributing. And I think if you're ready and you have your skills honed and you have a kind of cool vision and you kind of connect in these types of things, it's sometimes the thing you do is the thing we absolutely need. That's when you come on board and become part of the process. And I think that works across the board in aspiring to be in this business and in any department. It's just always just keep working on your game and keep developing your talent, build your network, and one day someone's going to know, hey, we need your art or we need your skill. Come on board, we're going to do this, and then you just got to hang on.